Hey guys, in this video we'll be covering try and except statements. If, elif, and else statements aren't the only way to build control flow into your program. Another way to do this is to use try and except statements. Try and except statements are very easy to comprehend and they can save you from many errors that may occur in your program. The syntax of the statement is as the following. First you'll type try followed by a colon. After that, indent the next line and type some statement. After that, unindent the next line and type except, followed by an error name, followed by a colon, and then indent the next line and type whatever statement that you want to. First, the try statement will be executed. Basically, it'll run that code, and if an error pops up, then the try statement will cease and the except statement will execute. If the error that pops up is the same as the error you provided in your program, you have successfully prevented an error. For example, I'll create a function called division, which will take two parameters called num1 and num2. In this function, there's a possibility that num2 is a 0, which would cause a zero division error because you cannot divide by 0. To stop the possibility of this error from occurring, we can use a try and except statement. So to do this, first I'll type try followed by a colon, and then I'll create a variable called answer, which will be set equal to the division of num1 and num2. After that, I'll print answer. Next, I'll type except followed by the error name, which in this case is zero division error, followed by a colon. After that, I'll type a print statement saying can't divide by 0. So first, the try statement will see if the division of num1 and num2 raises an error, and if it does, the except statement will run and it'll check if the error name the user provided matches the error occurred, and if it does, it'll print can't divide by 0. Now I'll call this function with a value of 100 for num1 and a value of 10 for num2, and I'll run this. It prints 10. Now I'll call the function again, but this time with different values. I'll call the function with a value of 100 for num1, but this time with the value of 0 for num2. And I'll run this. Now as you can see, instead of giving us a zero division error, it prints can't divide by 0. Another very important thing to remember is that when typing the name of an error, you must capitalize the first letter of every word and there cannot be any spaces. For example, this time instead of typing zero division error with the Z, D, and E capitalized, I'll type zero division error with no letters capitalized. If I run this, we'll get 2 errors. So let's try it out. As you can see, we now get 2 errors. We get the zero division error that we failed to prevent, and we get a name error saying that zero division error is not defined. This is because you must capitalize the Z, D, and E for the code to work. Now if I try to space out the error, the error name, we will also get an error. So let's try it out. As you can see, we now get a syntax error saying that the syntax is wrong when we typed the zero division error because no spaces are allowed. Try using try and except in your own code editor and see what other errors they prevent. That's all for this video. I hope you all understood all the info that was discussed in this video, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us at xcede.learning@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Look out for Module 4, which will be lists. Bye!